Today we are going to talk about a movie where a lot of people have died to enjoy a night. Even the end of the movie will show something that has never been shown before. So let's start today's video without wasting time. Hello guys, I'm glad you guys are watching No More Interval. The movie starts to a group of friends are engaging a party at the beach with a few of their classmates because it's the first night of spring break. While one of the friends, Heather, in the movie Vacation, is filming the party with her video camera, two of the boys named Vance, in the movie Hector David Jr., and Gilbert, in the movie Cleo Berry, catch a giant ball covered in a different gooey substance. The party go on, with all party guests having to put their phones in a bag so the party can't be seen online. The later morning, two of the friends, Kaylee, in the movie Brooke Butler, and Mitch, in the movie you.so, awake on the lifeguard building. Kaylee's boyfriend Jonah, in the movie Dean Geyer, awake in a nearby car next to a girl named Chanda, in the movie Megan Holder. Now the back of the car are Vance, and his girlfriend Ronnie, in the movie Cynthia Murrell. Gilbert wakes up, having been cemented in a dustbin, and a topless naked girl named Marcia, in the movie Nikki Lee, wakes up, having fallen sleeping on a table. The rest of the teenagers, counting Heather, are nowhere to be found, just a bunch of blank sleeping bags and beach blankets left in their place. Kaylee sees a bird being sucked into the sand. Marcia, who considers Heather has stolen her top, goes to detect her. Kaylee warns Marcia not to reach the sand, but she does so anyhow. Marcia becomes visibly afflicted when she can't move, so Vance pushed to help her, but he finds that he can't act when touches the sand either. Both Vance and Marcia are weirdly killed as their bodies sink into the sand, much to the horror of their friends. Jonah sees the broken egg on the edge of the beach and terminate that whatever hatched from it has excavate under the sand and killed everyone all along the night, along with Vance, Heather and Marcia. The group can't call for support as the phones are locked in the trunk of the car, so Mitch and Kaylee toss raw hot dogs at various ends of the beach to see how big the individual is. In order that one of the hot dogs doesn't lower into the sand, the group is expectant, but understand it's way too far away to get at. Jonah takes two of his surfboards and makes a bridge to get at the table Marcia had sleep on. Jonah makes it, but not earlier the creature has chiseled his stomach, leaving a wound that starts to bleed pus, predictive that the unspotted creature has venom-edged hairs. While he is damaged, Jonah notes to the others that the creature won't go neighbor the fireplace, introducing it hates fire. About an hour later, Ronnie and Chanda effort to recover the phones from the trunk of the car, but at outcome and Ronnie received her fingers stuck in the door of the trunk alternately. Not long after, a beach patrolman named Alex, in the movie Jamie Kennedy, rides onto the beach. The group inform him not to touch the sand, but are shocked to see him artless, with Mitch determining his shoes are keeping him. Alex, seeing the injuries serve out upon Jonah and Ronnie, along with Gilbert fastened in the trash can, consider the group is on drugs and deride them. Alex drops his keys in front of the lifeguard tower, and when he ambition to pick them up, he ends up cemented as well. He uses his pepper spray, which mortally saves him, but the shock on having lost his arm causes him to fall back down and he is absorbed into the sand and killed. Kaylee, however, be able to get Alex's spray. Mitch determined to get to the truck by putting his footgear on, sprinkling his feet and covering them up in towels so as to save his feet. Chanda throws a towel at him, but Mitch falls over and breaks the baluster on the boardwalk, instigating him to fall. Mitch is then seized by the sand creature in a horrible fashion. Kaylee, after a short moment of boredom, takes charge. She as Chanda take the crushed pieces of the path and use them as a bridge to get to Jonah. Previously they do that, the girls manage to pull Ronnie's broken fingers from the trunk and pinion her wound. Gilbert crop his stomach on the trash can when he effort to move, careful the creature. After some time, Kaylee, Chanda and Ronnie all walk beyond the makeshift bridge to Jonah. However, Ronnie trips and, although Kaylee spraying the area where she fell is killed and absorbed into the ground. Chanda then takes Mitch's intention to heart and ties towels around her feet and runs to the truck. She makes it and the group have a moment of comfort. Gilbert ends up being affected by the creature, which kills him and sucks his body with the trash can. The creature also hairdo against the truck, knocking Chanda senseless. At nightfall, Chanda wakes up and recover. She gets to the back of the truck where a float is. Chanda opens the float up and uses it so Kaylee and Jonah can get to the car. Kaylee, Chanda and Jonah operate to get across and get the car convene. Jonah and Kaylee tell the several that they love each other. After all the ground angst wildly, knocking Kaylee out of the open door and onto the barge. A long flaming tentacle shoots out from the ground, threatening Kaylee. Kaylee manages to get back on top of the car and takes 2 of the gas cans on it and adoption them to set one of the huge tentacles on fire. Kaylee, Chanda and Jonah bolt themselves in the car as the creature's tentacles attack to spree it. Ultimately, the attacks stop and after a few minutes of silence, Kaylee and Chanda see that Jonah has expired from his damages, having finally passed away to the creature's venom. The 2 girls then cry for the loss of their dead friends. The later morning, the girls are attended by a man, in the movie Michael Huntsman, who asks them if they are okay, alright. Kaylee and Chanda leave the car and walk on the beach, observing that the creature is no more. Leaving only a hole about 100 yards in diameter, about 2 feet wide, all about the lifeguard tower and the beach patrol truck. The man calls an ambulance as Kaylee and Chanda step off the beach, both of them trouble. In the finishing shot, the creature, exposed as an enormous venomous jellyfish, is seen under the water, far off and headed towards another loaded beach of Santa Monica.